one of which is a very controversial take right now. For those of you that know, I do love international competition, whether that be the World Cup for basketball, Olympics, whatever it might be. And over the past 10, 15 days, whatever it might be, where the World Athletics Championship, all the different track and field events were going down. And one major star emerged from this event. The very first person to get a three-peat, win all three events, the 100, the 200 meter, and the 4x100 relay. That man is Noah Lyles. He had an absolutely fantastic 10-day span where he won 3 gold medals. Sensational. Now, after the third one, he came out with this big, bold statement. Now, let me read this so I don't mess any of the words up. And this is what he said out loud and on the podium. I have to watch the NBA Finals, and they have world champion on their heads. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting and thriving and putting on a flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA. All right. So with that being said, I know a lot of people look at that and say, well, how is that true? Is that really the case? I know a lot of people look at that and say they're wrong. He's wrong. He can't say that. It's not right. The NBA is the world champion. The NBA is the best league in all of America and all the world, I should say. They have the players from all around the world. Correct. However, when you win an NBA championship, you aren't the world champion. You are the National Basketball Association champion. Now, are you the best team in the NBA? Yes. Are the Denver Nuggets the best team in the NBA at that point in time in history when they won the championship? Absolutely no doubt about that. Was the Golden State Warriors NBA champions and the best team in the world when they won? Yes. As was Milwaukee Bucks when they won, and so on and so forth. But are you world champions? The answer is no. As Noah Lyles pointed out, and it's true, and this is not that big of a deal. I cannot believe that this was this controversial. Now, I will say this. Out of everything that Noah Lyles could have discussed when he won the 3 gold medals, does it make sense to necessarily go and say this? Probably not. But since he said it, let's get into it. My take is this. When you win an NBA championship, an NFL championship, when you win the World Series in baseball, and the list goes on, you are the best team in the best league in the world. So yes, you are the best team, but you're not a world champion. A world champion involves you competing against the entire world. Last time I checked, the NBA only has 2 countries represented, both in the same continent. The NFL is no different, except they don't have a team in another country. It's one country on one continent. Now, I'm not going to say at all that any team in any other country would ever beat any of these teams. These are the best of the best. But they're not world champions. It is not the United States versus Germany. It is not the United States versus any country in Africa, any country in Europe, any country, Russia, whatever the case may be. It's not that. It's different. You are a world champion. When you win a gold medal, you are a world champion because you're competing against everyone across the world. It is plain and simple. That is the fact of the matter. And there really does not need to be much of a debate whatsoever in regards to this statement, because the fact of the matter is that when you win a gold medal in one of these events, you are a world champion. It's the World Athletics Championship. The world. It's in the name of the world. It should not be that confusing. As I mentioned, NBA players don't need to get hurt by it because you are the best team in the NBA when you win a championship in the world. There's no debate about that. But you still didn't beat anyone else in the world. You didn't play anyone in the EuroLeague. You didn't play anyone in any of the other leagues. Any league across the country, then there's tons of them. You didn't play any of them. Now, if you were to go win a World Cup in basketball, which is happening right now, you are the world champion then. If you do it in the Olympics next year, you are the world champion. And that is the fact of the matter. And we noticed something. I saw someone actually point this out. I'm not going to take credit that I'm the one that said this, but a lot of the players that are from other countries have nothing to say about this. In fact, the only things I have seen is in support of it. Evan Fournier made a statement saying that Noah Lyles is correct. The fact of the matter is that you're not world champions by winning a World Series, by winning the NBA Finals, by winning the Super Bowl. You are the best team in the world, but you are not a world champion. So yes, Noah Lyles is correct. Now, another side note, though, let me just say this. We have a superstar in track and field, in running, once again. We have not had a superstar since Usain Bolt that has graced the worldwide stage and placed the way and running the way that he has. Now, he did not break Usain Bolt's record, but the way that Noah Lyles captures a crowd, the way that he makes controversy, the way that he has energy, the way that he comes out of the tunnel and walks out to his spot and gets ready to run, the energy, the vibe, the way that he carries himself and plays. And I know it upsets some people. He is not the most humble guy in the world, but that sells tickets. That brings eyes to the sport. And there has not been this much of a captivating player persona in track and field since Usain Bolt. Sha'Carri Richardson is very special as well, and she deserves a lot of credit for that as well. But since we're talking about Noah Lyles, that's where I'm going to go at right now. He is special. A superstar was officially born this past week when he won 3 gold medals. We have not seen this only a handful of times in history, but we have not seen it since Usain Bolt did it in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. He is officially a box office household name person and athlete in the world. And we're going to get ready for the Olympics next year. And when he wins the three-peat once again in the Olympics, most likely, hey, I'm just saying we have a superstar once again running. And I think Sha'Carri Richardson deserves the very same thing. She did incredible this past week as well. She got 2 gold medals and a bronze, if I'm not mistaken. But Noah Lyles, he is spectacular. The way he just carries himself, the branding, the name, the image, the persona that he has is what you need to draw eyes on. And I'll say this was the most entertaining World Athletic Championship we could watch. It was fantastic. It was incredible. Noah Lyles is a superstar. He is here to stay for quite some time. He is the next face of track and field for men, at least. It was spectacular to watch.